So Simantadvipa represents Shravanam. Shravanam and Kirtanam are the most important process of devotional service, chanting and hearing. For me, the most unique feature about this island is explained by Prabodhananda Saraswati. See, this is the month of Kartik. Kartik, Kritika, Kartika, these are all names of Srimati Radharani. Any little service that you do, Krishna becomes very, very pleased and he bestows his causeless mercy upon that devotee, especially because this month, the presiding deity of this month is Srimati Radharani herself. So Krishna is willing to do anything. We have no idea that if we are able to do the parikrama in a proper mood, how much causeless mercy you will get. I'll give you one example. This is from Vyasadeva and I am not making it up. You can look at Padma Puran, or later on if you ask me I can give you those verses. Vyasadeva says, anyone who even offers one tulsi leaf, how many? Louder, how many? Just one. In the month of Kartik, you offer one tulsi leaf, you get the benefit of donating 10,000 cows to a proper person. One lotus flower, give it to Krishna in this month. Being freed from all the lifetime sinful reaction, you go to Vaikuntha. But Krishna has given all these benedictions specially to please Srimati Radharani. Now this island is the island where we can very easily please Srimati Radharani. Therefore, Bhaktivinoda Thakur has translated the Sanskrit verses into Bengali, where he says, Radha Krishna seva kori Suddha dharma sadachari sevi sadhu padaraj bhai lobhiya boirag gopal pawaive pawai rasasar se Radha koruna nahi pai. Even if you follow all the rules and regulations, even if you are a great renunciate, even you are doing so many service, still Se Radha Koruna Nahi Pai. It's not easy to get the blessings and mercy of Srimati Radharani. It's very, very difficult. But Simante Koriya Vas Jeva Hoy Gauradas Se Koruna Sigratar Hoy. Anyone who resides in Simantadvipa and becomes a devotee of Sriman Mahaprabhu, he gets Srimati Radharani's mercy very easily. So if you are here, you are already here? You sure? Yes, physically is here, body is here. Make sure you are actually here, huh? Not think of anything else. Don't fall asleep. Here, Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Prabodhananda Saraswati says, come to Simantadvipa and become a devotee of Mahaprabhu. That's what we have to do. And then Radharani bestows her causeless mercy. Therefore, Sakala sadhana tyaji. Give up all other processes. Ataev gaura bhaji. Become a devotee of Mahaprabhu. So our sadhana is to become a devotee of Mahaprabhu. That's all. Srimanta Karahe Asra. Take the shelter of Simantadvipa. Now, After a few days, you'll be going back to your respective service, respective places of residence. But in your heart, always keep Simantadvipa. Always chant Mahaprabhu's name. Always do what Mahaprabhu said. Then Radharani will bestow her causeless mercy upon us. This is the benediction of Simantadvipa. You will not, I have not found a similar quote to other island, where it directly and specifically talks about getting the blessings of Srimati Radharani like this. Why? We will hear later on. So, Nityananda Prabhu had brought Jiva Goswami in this island, and Eito Simantadvipa Janyo Nischay. My dear Sri Jiva, please know for certain, this is the island of Simantadvipa. And then Jiva Goswami explains why this place became known as Simantadvipa. We heard very briefly why it's called Godrum, Koladvip, Madhyadvip. I hope you're taking some notes, because usually what we do at the last day, both Kavichandra Maharaj, Atul Krishna Prabhu and myself will be asking you some questions based on the classes, and whoever can answer, you'll get a small gift. If you don't answer, it's also okay. But if you can answer, get some prasadam, get some mercy from Maharaj, Atul Krishna Prabhu. Try to remember. Now we'll be hearing why this place became known as Simantadvipa. Someone told you why Mayapur is called Antardvip? You know? You remind me later on, otherwise I'll get distracted. Some other class you remind me, and then I'll tell you why it's called. Because you should know why certain island is named, how it's named. So here, Bhaktivinoda Thakur explained. This is from Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Navadvita Mahatmya, and also from Bhakti Ratnakar. These are the two main books. It is said how one time in Satya Yuga, Lord Shiva, who was residing in Kailash, suddenly he began to chant and dance in ecstatic love of Godhead, in ecstatic love for Lord Gauranga and his intimate associates. And he began to dance. One thing is, us dancing. One thing is Lord Shiva dancing. It's a big difference. So when he began to dance, the whole Kailash began to tremble. No one has ever seen Lord Shiva dancing. Even Mother Parvati was shocked. And the name that Lord Shiva was mentioning while doing the kirtan of Gauranga, Gaura Hare, and mentioned so many other names that Mother Parvati did not hear. What were those names? So it is described that Mother Parvati heard all the associates of Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, Advaitacharya, Srivas Thakur, Gadadhar Pandit, Swarup Damodar Goswami, Rai Ramananda, Suklambar Brahmachari, Murari Gupta Prabhu, Chandrasekhar Acharya, and so many names. And he was dancing to the extent that the inhabitants of Kailash, they got quite shocked, but completely mesmerized by seeing the ecstasy of Lord Shiva. So after some time, Lord Shiva, he became a little peaceful, he sat down, and then Mother Parvati came. So Mother Parvati came and asked Parvati jigyase tobe Deva Maheshwar. My dear Lord, what is this name? Gauranga. Kebase Gauranga de Balaha. Who is this personality? The name Gauranga that you are chanting. I am very much interested to know about this. I have seen you dance very often. But Tomar Adbhut Nritya Kori Darshan. But this time when you were dancing, and the way you were chanting the name of Gauranga, Sunya Gauranga Naam Gole Morman. My mind, my heart has completely melted. I have heard so many mantras. I have heard so many processes. But now I realize that all these mantras and tantras, these are all disturbance. But the very name of Lord Gauranga has completely melted my heart. Therefore, I want to find out this person. If simply by hearing the name Gauranga gives me so much joy, how much transcendental joy will I derive upon seeing him, upon serving him, upon residing where he is residing? Therefore, Ataye Bolo Prabhu Gauranga Sandhan. Please tell me, where do I find him? Bhojia Tahare Ami Paipa Puran. To get back my life, as if I have lost my life. You know, sometimes when you get something which you have never gotten, then you feel like, oh, this is real life. All this time, not getting this, I missed out everything. Mother Parvati really felt like that. All this time, without serving, without seeing Lord Gauranga, I have missed everything. But now, I want to get back. So my Lord, please tell me, where do I find Gauranga? So Lord Shiva began to explain that how in Kali Yuga, in the beginning of Kali Yuga, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he will accept the mood and complexion of Srimati Radharani and Prakata hoibe Sochi Devir Garbhite. He will appear as the son of Mother Sachi. And then he began to explain about Navadvip Dham. How in this place of Navadvip Dham, Sriman Mahaprabhu would appear and freely distribute love of Godhead without any discrimination, without considering who is qualified, who is not qualified. After explaining, Lord Shiva says, Kohile tomare oiche nahi dayamay. My dear Parvati, I tell you for certain that you will not find a more merciful Lord than Gauranga. When Krishna takes the form of Lord Gauranga, he is the most merciful. Sometimes we wonder, we were born in different parts of the world. How did we all come together in a group and come to Navadvip Dham? In the very place where Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performed his pastime. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, even Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, even Ananta says, cannot describe the glories of Navadvip Dham. Yet we are here. We are in Navadvip Dham. We are in the very place, that place which even Lord Shiva and Mother Parvati long. I want to be here. The desire of Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, Mother Parvati and all the demigods is to become a resident of Navadvip Dham. And many of you are a resident of Navadvip Dham. You are staying here. And some devotees may not be staying here, but they remember Navadvip Dham. And in that way, you are in Navadvip Dham all the time. Radhikaraman Prabhu is here. He's a very senior devotee, very old devotee of Mayapur resident. More than 45 years or more. Now he's, for service reason, he may not be able to be here in Mayapur. But Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that no matter where you are in the world, you will get the benefit of Navadvip Dham. You're in Australia, you're in America, you're in Russia, no matter where you are. What do you have to do? Simply remember Navadvip Dham. By remembering Navadvip Dham, you get the benefit of staying in Navadvip Dham. This is how magnanimous Navadvip Dham is. You see, the more you hear about Navadvip Dham, without complications, again I say, hear the glories without the complication. Then the natural attachment to reside in Navadvip Dham will increase. Even if you cannot stay in Navadvip Dham, wherever you are, feeling separation of Navadvip Dham gives you the benefit of staying in Navadvip Dham. You may be in Delhi and you remember Navadvip Dham. You feel separation from Navadvip Dham, you get the benefit of staying in Navadvip Dham. So it's very important that we become very Navadvip conscious, very Mayapur conscious. Because you'll get the benediction of staying in Navadvip. And then somehow or other, if we can live our body like this, feeling separation from Navadvip, you go to Golok Vrindavan, and the very essence of Golok Vrindavan is Navadvip Dham. You know that, right? That in Golok Vrindavan, the heart of Golok Vrindavan is Navadvip Dham is there. And the devotees of Mahaprabhu, they get this special benediction. At the same time, you can take part in Krishna's pastime. At the same time, you can take part in Mahaprabhu's pastime. Oh, how rare, how glorious are the devotees of Mahaprabhu. So Mother Parvati was told about the glories of Mahaprabhu and Navadvip Dham. Kirtane rangate mate Prabhu Gaura mani. Lord Shiva says that Mahaprabhu, oh how beautifully he will be dancing and chanting. How magnanimous Mahaprabhu is to freely distribute love of Godhead. If a living entity, even after hearing Mahaprabhu and even after hearing the glories of Navadvip Dham, does not take shelter, shame on that person. This is Lord Shiva's statement. Dhik tar bhagya dekhi jivan bilas. Take shelter of Navadvip Dham. So, Lord Shiva began to describe to Mother Parvati about his plans. He says, Chadilam Kasi. I am about to give up Kasi. You know, Kasi Vishwanath is very prominent where Lord Shiva resides. That I am planning to leave and I am planning to go to Mayapur. Mayapur antar bhage Jannabir tire Gauranga bhajiba ami rahiba kutire. I will build a small hut in Mahaprabhu's house, somewhere in the corner behind, on the bank of Mother Ganga. I will build a small hut and I will be staying there. And I will be the most fortunate person to observe, to witness the most beautiful pastimes of Mahaprabhu. Now, when the husband makes a plan, the wife naturally expects this is part of the plan. Here, Lord Shiva never mentioned Parvati's name. It's all about, I am thinking to leave Kasi. I'm going to build a house and I will be staying right behind Mahaprabhu's, house. Like no Parvati's name is there. But if you notice, previously Mother Parvati said, simply by hearing the glories of Gauranga, my heart is completely melted. I want to see that person. I want to know more. So Lord Shiva is glorifying. And now he is talking about his plans, not including Mother Parvati. So when Lord Shiva said, I'm leaving, I'll be a resident of Mayapur, Mother Parvati thought, I guess I'll have to take care of myself. My husband has guided me, but I'll have to do something on my own. So this is the island. There is a place called Simulia, very close to part of Simantadvipa. She went there, island Simantadvipite Torakuri. Without wasting any time, she came here. And because Lord Shiva actually explained how Mahaprabhu looks like. He described the beauty of Mahaprabhu. So Mother Parvati began to meditate on the beauty of Mahaprabhu and began to chant meditation on the form of Gauranga and chanted Gauranga's holy name. Gaura, 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 Hare. Gaura, 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 Hare. Gaura, 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 Hare. Everyone, please chant. Gaura, 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 Hare. 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 Gauranga, 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 Gaura Hari, 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 Gaura Hari. Mother Parvati was floating in Gaura Prem, mind completely agitated, had the intense desire to see Mahaprabhu, surrender her very life and soul to the lotus feet of Mahaprabhu. Now, please listen to this description. Parvatire dekha dila sogone asiya. Mahaprabhu did not appear alone. Mahaprabhu appeared with all his intimate associates, not alone. You remember that Lord Shiva was mentioning all the associates' names? And Mother Parvati is like, who are those people? Who are these devotees? To bestow his causeless mercy on Mother Parvati, Lord Gauranga appeared with all his intimate associates. Bhuvana Mahan Prati Anger Labani Srimukha Chandrate Koti Chandrama Nichame. The glories of the beauty of Mahaprabhu explained by Mother Parvati. Now, Mother Parvati is seeing that beauty. Is so much more than what Lord Shiva had glorified. Then Bhakti Ratnakar explains the beauty, what Mother Parvati had seen. Actually, Lord Gauranga, seeing Mother Parvati's devotion, was very moved, very pleased. Preme goda goda bakko kohe Gaurarai. It is not just Mother Parvati who was completely mesmerized by seeing Lord Gauranga, but Mahaprabhu was also so happy, so much in love. While speaking to Mother Parvati in ecstatic emotions, Lord Gauranga said to Mother Parvati, Bologo Parvati kena aila hetai. My dear Parvati, those who know Bengali, you'll know how much emotion is there in this Bengali word. Bologo Parvati kena aila hetai. My dear Parvati, why have you come here? What was the reason for you to come? Jagater Prabhupade Puriya Parvati. As soon as Mahaprabhu started to speak to her, the first thing Mother Parvati did is fall at the feet of Mahaprabhu and Janai apan dukkha sthir nahimati. Mother Parvati began to express her sadness, her story. We all have a story, no? Our sad story to tell the Lord. Mother Parvati's sad story to tell the Lord. He says, and the first name that Mother Parvati addressed Mahaprabhu is Ohe Prabhu Jagannath Jagat Jivan. My dear Lord, my dear Jagannath. We are here in Jagannath, no? So this is the first name. Ohe Prabhu Jagannath Jagat Jivan. You are the life of everyone. You are the Lord of the universe. You are giving mercy to everyone except more Bidamban. I have been deceived. I have been cheated by you. This is my sad story. All the devotees reject me because I'm Maya. Anyone of you interested in Maya? I heard one story. I don't know. I've told this story many times. There was one devotee, an old devotee, and this is an old story. When you became a new bhakta, so you have to do a lot of service, no? When you especially join. So he was made so much. He was made doing service, carrying this, carrying that, carrying the toilet, cleaning this, cleaning that. And he was thinking, this is not what I came for. But he also heard the philosophy, serving Krishna, Maya, this and that. But the desire to do sense enjoyment, he could not resist. He remembers some old things and he said, I don't want to be a devotee. This is too much. I want to enjoy. So one day he decided to leave ISKCON. He decided to leave the service. And because he was contemplating. And then the day came, he left. He came out of the temple and he said, what am I going to do now? The first sense enjoyment. He got very excited. I can do anything I want and no one's going to stop me. I'll do it. That's the first thing he thought, let me go to a restaurant and eat what I really want to eat. So he went to a restaurant, he sat on a table and the waitress came. So this Prabhu, he asked, and that waitress, she happens to be a Mataji. So this devotee asked her, now he feels he's completely free. So he's like, what's your name? And this Mataji said, my name is Maya. Oh, he ran back to the temple. He's like, Krishna is not letting me go. So this is the same feeling that Mother Parvati is saying, the devotees are always like, Maya? No. The devotees, Krishna Bahirmukh. The devotees accept me in a very different way. You heard this verse, Krishna Surja Sama, Maya hai andhakar, jaha Krishna taha nahi mayaro odhikar. Maya does not have the entrance where Krishna is, Krishna's service, Krishna's devotees are. So I am completely rejected, my Lord. You're Jagannath, but what about me? Am I not part of this Jagat? Am I not part of this universe? And then you give me this service, very tough service, to bewilder everyone. I am doing this, but I am being deprived of your mercy. Kemone dekhibo Prabhu tomar bilas. How will I be able to see your divine pastimes? Tumina korile pat huinu niras. I am completely discouraged, hopeless without your costless mercy. So then Mahaprabhu, hearing Mother Parvati's lamentation, began to glorify Mother Parvati. Tumi mor bhinna na shakti sarvesvari. So you are non-different from me. And then he talked about how one energy becomes two for the sake of service. Ek Shakti Dui Rup Mama Sahachari. Internal energy and external energy. Actually is one energy, takes two forms for the sake of service. He says, as internal energy, Srimati Radharani, she is there, and as external energy, you are there. But without you, my Leela is not complete. And then he said, you are actually Yogamaya. There is Mahamaya and Yogamaya. So Mahamaya captures us. Yogamaya relieves us from the existence of material nature and gives us Krishna. So here, Achinta Bheda Bhed Tattva, simultaneously once and difference. And then Mahaprabhu began to say, you can repeat after me, Braje Tumi Purnamasi Rupe Nityakal. In Braj, in Vrindavan, you are Purnamasi Devi. And you are eternally organizing all of my pastimes. As you know, that in Vrindavan, Brinda Devi and Purnamasi Devi, they are the one who organizes all the pastimes. Brinda Devi has 100,000 parrots that works like investigation agents of Brinda Devi and Purnamasi Devi. Sometimes you also have agent, no? You want to find out what that person is thinking. So you send someone in disguise. You act like you are his friend and try to find out what he is thinking. Like in India, we have CBI. The state has CID. In America, you have FBI, CIA. Sorry, who's FBI? Same. So in every country you have, no? So the Brinda Devi's and Purnamasi Devi's investigation agency is this 100,000 parrots. They fly everywhere and they hear what everyone is thinking, what everyone is talking about, what is everybody's plan. They come and give the report to Purnamasi Devi and Brinda Devi. If Krishna wants a specific pastime, they will tell Purnamasi Devi. They will tell Brinda Devi. If Radharani wants a specific pastime to happen tomorrow, the next day or something, they will come and tell Purnamasi Devi. So all the Leelas are organized by Purnamasi Devi. So here Mahaprabhu is saying, you are saying that you deprived you Purnamasi Devi. You know, Jagannath, Baladev and Subhadra. So this Purnamasi Devi is same as Subhadra. In Vrindavan, she is Purnamasi. In Dwaraka, she is Subhadra Devi. In Mayapur, Parvati Devi. Same personality, different services, different mood, different atmosphere, for the same personality. Just like Prabhu, he is a husband in the house, and maybe when he goes to his job, he is a boss, or he is a driver or something. Then in front of his kid, he is a father. Same person, different mood, different behavior. So Purnamasi Devi plays a very, very important role. You've seen in Mayapur, I don't know about other temples. I have some temples I have seen. You know, in Purnima, you know Purnima, right? Full moon. On the day of full moon, Radha Madhavs wear all white. Why do you think they wear white? Whose plan is that? Purnamasi Devi's. Why? Because in the night, bright light, no? So that day, in the night, Purnamasi Devi makes all flowers as white. All leaves white. Radharani is also dressed white. So no one can catch Radharani. So the color combination of how everything will happen, everything is systematically organized by Purnamasi Devi. Without the blessings of Mother Parvati, we cannot enter Navadvip Dham. Without the mercy of Purnamasi Devi, he cannot enter Vrindavan. So, there is a very famous pastime, just to show how powerful is Purnamasi Devi. I tell this story every time. I've been telling this story maybe, last 13 years. Same story. Those who of you are here from some years, you'll know this story. I think maybe next year I'll ask one of you to tell this story. So, Kamsa, he used to send demons, minimum 3 demons a day to kill Krishna. 1 in the morning, 1 in the noon, 1 in the evening. And the only news Kamsa hears is that demon is dead. Never he heard a good news. Never. So Kamsa one day thought that I must find out who this kid is, killing all my generals. So one day Kamsa decided to enter Vrindavan. And the moment Kamsa entered Vrindavan, the boundary, there was Purnamasi Devi. Old lady, white dress, with a stick in her hand. Hey, who are you? Purnamasi Devi is telling Kamsa, who are you? And Kamsa felt so offended. No one told Kamsa, who are you? Hare, he's the king. Kamsa is like, you old lady, you don't know who I am? I am Kamsa, I am the king. So Purnamasi Devi says, I don't know who are you, but if you want to enter Vrindavan, you must become qualified. And I am willing to make you go through that training and purification so you can enter Vrindavan. So without Kamsa being able to say anything, Purnamasi Devi with her transcendental power made Kamsa a small gopi. So but the consciousness and the mind was Kamsa, the demon, and the body was a small gopi, small child. So Kamsa wanted to come out of that, the small gopi's body and become like Kamsa, but Kamsa could not. He just, and then Kamsa realized that this old lady is more powerful than me. So Purnamasi Devi said, now that you have the proper form, now get back to the service. I will train you up. So you see these cows? So when they, pass the cow dung, so before it touches the ground, you must hold with your 2 hands. Now Kamsa has, I don't know if Kamsa has been to the Gurukul system, where you are trained to do menial service with the cow dung and all that. So, but Kamsa could not say anything or do anything because Kamsa realized that this old lady was way more powerful. So here was Kamsa running behind the cows, trying to hold the cow dung before it falls on the ground. So sometime it misses, sometime he can catch, and it's all over his body, and he was disgusted. He was in so much pain, and Purnamasi Devi was encouraging Kamsa, very good, you're doing very nice. So after some time, Purnamasi Devi says, now you have gone through the first phase, now it's time for the second phase. Second phase, you take the cow dung that you have collected and make cow dung patties. In Bengal, it's called ghute. You use that for cooking. Very organic, very healthy. So make the cow dung patties. And Kamsa was so upset, but couldn't do anything about it. So he was making cow dung patties. After some time, Purnamasi Devi says, very good. Now is the third phase. And Kamsa is like, I'm not interested. He ran out of Vrindavan boundary. And the moment he came out of Vrindavan boundary, he took the form of Kamsa again. So this is the power of Purnamasi Devi. the transcendental power. So Mahaprabhu was glorifying how Mother Parvati in the form of Purnamasi Devi does so much service. Then Mahaprabhu asked, what benediction you want? It's raining? Oh. So should we go there? Okay. This pastime hasn't ended. So okay. So Mahaprabhu asked what benediction you want. And Mother Parvati said, give me that benediction that I may know the glories of your devotee and never offend them. Previously I have made many offenses not knowing the glories of your devotee. Please bless me that I never make offenses and that I may take part in your pastime in Navadvip Dham. Mahaprabhu said, okay. So giving blessings to Mother Parvati, Mahaprabhu left. Mother Parvati took the dust of the Lord's lotus feet and put it here. So this is called Simanta. So because of Mother Parvati took the dust and put it on Mahaprabhu's lotus dust and put it on her Simanta, therefore this place is called Simantini. Simantini or Simantadvipa, and she is called Simantini. Simantadvipa ki, Mother Parvati ki, Sriman Mahaprabhu ki,